What's 23's first name? I'm sorry, I can't read your. I can't read my.
It is um, Caden.
Evanston Outlaw Baseball is live on the radio at 99.1 FM KNYN and online at mylocalradio.com. This year, Wyoming Legion AA Baseball is the show. Follow the Wyoming Legion Post 41 Evanston Outlaws throughout the summer as we bring you live video and play-by-play coverage. Being brought to you by Dr. Todd Hoover Chiropractic, Cash Honda Yamaha, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Mountain West Business Solutions, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Bear River Dental of Evanston and Black's Fork Dental of Mountain View, Ellingford Brothers, Uinta County School District Number 1, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Legal Tender Restaurant and Best Western Dunmar Inn, the Evanston Recreation Center, the Littlest Wood Shop, Come On In of Casper, Plains Tire, Arrowhead Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Dr. McKay Franken, First Bank of Evanston, and by Auto Farm Chevrolet. With the first pitch quickly approaching, let's head to the diamond.
Final game of this Roy Peck Wood Bat Tournament at Roy Peck Field in Riverton. Ryan STEINECKERT. Here's the Outlaws. Get set to take on for the second time this weekend the Torrington Tigers. These teams had a very nice competitive contest, back and forth a game on Saturday, yesterday. Outlaws took an early lead. Torrington took the lead 3-2. Midway through the game, Evanston took the lead back and ended up winning 5-4 yesterday morning. Outlaws had the first game of the day yesterday, last game of the night yesterday, and then today again, first game of the morning, and we'll finish out the day here at Roy Peck Field on a windy afternoon. We had a beautiful morning as the Outlaws lost 15-5 against Severance, Colorado. Jagger Mitchell took the loss on the mound, and a couple other Outlaws pitched as well and just couldn't really slow down those Severance, Colorado bats. But Outlaws will see what they can do against this Torrington Tigers team a second time around. Evanston at 9-5 overall, and Torrington comes in at 4-5. We'll tell you a little bit more about that when we return on this First Bank of Evanston presentation of Outlaws Baseball on the Big Dog and on mylocalradio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
At Wyoming Dental Specialties, we help you have a straight and beautiful smile to improve your appearance and boost your confidence. And did you know that straightening your teeth can benefit your overall health and wellness? Straight teeth have fewer spots for bacteria to grow and cause cavities or gum disease. Having teeth properly aligned prevents uneven wear and weakening of teeth and eliminates stress on the jaw. So, in addition to having a beautiful smile, you'll have a more healthy you. So call today to schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown at Wyoming Dental Specialties and create a more beautiful and healthy you.
Outlaws win the toss, get the home game or the home team designation for this one, as Ryan Fisher will be on the mound for the Evanston Outlaws, playing a man short. Starting catcher Reed Gross at home got his tonsils out, and they've made do with wins over Torrington and a great win last night over Riverton. Gus Allred pitched 5 innings of one-hit ball, allowed no runs, struck out 9, and we move on to the first and second place game of this Roy Peck tournament. Outlaws will take on Torrington for a second time. Torrington is coached by Rob Mortimer. Let's take a quick look at these two teams. Outlaws 9-5 have not yet played a AA West game, scoring 8 runs per contest and allowing 5.5 per game. Outlaws had an 8-game winning streak that was snapped this morning in that loss against 970 Sun Devils. Torrington Tigers come in at 5-4, or is it 4-5 overall? I think I put a typo on that scene set if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. They're 4-5, 2-0 in the A Southwest. They beat Wheatland twice to start the season, scoring almost 6 runs a game, allowing just more than 6 runs per game. They lost to Evanston 5-4 yesterday, then beat Colorado, that Severance team, 7-3, and then had a barn burner that went 9 innings earlier today, a 5-3 win over Riverton, a game that was delayed a bit, that finished up just before some weather set in. I'm just about getting ready to get this one underway. We'll set the offensive lineup for you. It'll be 00 Nick Sherbine, the center fielder, followed by 22 Cameron Murphy, the second baseman, and Sam Furmanek, the shortstop, will bat third. We'll get that scoreboard fixed up there for you here in a sec as you're watching online at mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to the championship game of the
Sherbine came into the weekend hitting at just an absolute tear on the season. He's cooled off a little bit, but still somebody to watch out for. He came in hitting almost 900 when Evanston played this team yesterday. Sherbine takes ball one outside from Ryan Fisher on the mound. Fisher winds, kicks, and delivers. Sherbine chops it down the first base line. Picked up by Gus, tossed to Fisher, and in the effort to grab the ball, step on the bag, he doesn't take the ball. And so the Nick Sherbine is on with nobody out.
Cameron Murphy.
Man on with nobody outs. Nobody out. Cameron Murphy to the plate, takes ball one, low and away. Cleanup hitter is pitcher number 20, Jackson Jones. He'll be followed by first baseman number 28, Gage Correa. Deegan Keith, the right fielder, bats sixth, followed by number 23, the third baseman, Caden Riley. Catcher number 11, Gabe Mitchell, bats eighth, and ninth is the left fielder number 21, Blake Lofink. Sherbine at first. Pop up over the first base dugout, out of play.
This weekend it was a beautiful morning for baseball, but that quickly changed this afternoon.
So a ball and a strike for Cameron Murphy. Outlaws with Ryan Fisher on the mound, Jagger Mitchell behind the plate, Gus Allred at first, Brendan Thompson at second. Fisher, the right-handed pitcher, delivering for Cameron Murphy, and he asks for time and gets it. Kendall Cummings at third. Kason Smith getting his first start at shortstop for the Outlaws today. Outfield is Connor Peterson, Casey Perriman, and Clayton Moyles left to right. Fisher winds, delivers. Sherbine running on a hit and run, and it's fouled up again over the first base dugout. A ball and two strikes to Cameron Murphy. These teams met yesterday, and Murphy went 2 for 4, had a single, a double, and a run scored in the game. Fisher winds, delivers, and again Murphy fouls it off to the backstop.
So Cameron hangs at 1 and 2.
A ball and two strikes. Fisher pitched threw 30 pitches yesterday in relief against that Torrington team, against this same Torrington team. Fisher pick-off move to first, but Sherbine back in safe. And Sherbine reached on an error. Slow dribbler to first, and Gus Allred scooped it, tossed it to Fisher, and it was a bang-bang play. Fisher, in the effort to grab the ball, touched the bag, didn't catch the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and looped down the right field line, well fouled. Just about hit the lights down that right field line. Sherbine heading for second. Not sure if it's a hit and run or if he's just intent on stealing, no matter what else is going on. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Top of the first. Outlaws the home team for this first and second place game of the Roy Peck tournament. Fisher misses outside. Ball 2. Outlaws in their white uniforms with the blue at the belt that fades up to white. White Evanston across the chest. Short blue sleeves. Fisher throws again to first, gets away from Allred, and Sherbine dives back in safe. Well, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cameron Murphy. Some early action in this ball game. Again, the Outlaws won yesterday over Torrington 5-4. It was a back and forth close game. Murphy fouls another one off. That's 5 fouled pitches. After he got down early, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's got things even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perriman straight away in center, wind whipping across the diamond from right to left. That's about first base to third base. Fisher glances over his right shoulder, then delivers and swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Cameron Murphy. So Fisher gets him swinging. brings up Sam Furmanek, who went 1 for 4, had a 2-run single against the Outlaws in a part of a 2-run 5th inning that put Torrington on top yesterday. A lead that they would give up, and the Outlaws won. Sherbine taking his lead again. Mitchell throws down on an inside pitch, and Sherbine in safe at second. So the pitch was down in the inside corner for strike 1. Man in scoring position is Nick Sherbine. Reached on an error, steals second. Sam Furmanek with an 0-1 count. Fisher glances back to Sherbine, kicks and delivers, dribbled back to the pitcher. Fisher looks to second, holds Sherbine there, throws to first, gets the out, and Furmanek retired on the 1-3 ground out, brings Jackson Jones, the cleanup hitter, to the plate. Jones yesterday 1 for 2, had a single, walked twice, scored once, struck out. In fact, he was facing Ryan Fisher, had a 2-2 count when Fisher reached that speed or that pitch limit of 30 pitches. Gus came in, threw 1 pitch, and already struck out Jones. 2 outs with a man on second. Jones, right-handed hitter, waves the bat behind his right shoulder. Dribbler to shortstop. Kaysen Smith, a short throw. Gus can't quite dig it up out of the dirt. That throw was just too low, and the Outlaws, with 2 early errors, allows Torrington to put runners on the corners with 2 outs. Smith scooped it up cleanly, and the throw was straight on, but just too low. So that brings Gage Correa, big first baseman, to the plate. Number 28, right-handed hitter, black batting gloves. Torrington in their orange jerseys, black stripe down the side and on the shoulders. Jones taking his lead at first, and Fisher tosses over there. Black numerals on the back of the Torrington Tiger jerseys. Correa into the right-handed batter's box and waits. Fisher from the stretch, strike 1. That was Correa's pitch. That was right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fisher in a bit of a jam. An error on his part allowed Sherbine to reach base. An error on his shortstop's part got Jones on the bags. Here's the 0-1. Correa chases it down low and gets a little piece of it for strike 2. We'll see what Fisher can do with this pitcher's count. No balls, 2 strikes. Fisher, the leading man on with a 2.2 ERA coming into this game. Also has, I think, the most innings pitched. Yeah, 16.1. 16 1/3 innings pitched so far through this season for Ryan Fisher. Connor Peterson waving his arms out there in left field, trying to keep warm. Things, it was real warm and nice this morning. Got up to about 73, sunny, not much wind, and then a thunderstorm rolled through. And it's currently quite a bit cooler, around 55, maybe 50 degrees. 0-2 the count. Fisher delivers to Correa. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Fisher gets out of the jam. Got runners on, but no runs score, no hits, 2 errors, and 2 runners left on the base paths for Torrington. Bottom of the first, Outlaws will have coming up Connor Peterson, Gus Allred, and Casey Perriman after this on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
It's human nature to think the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's not always true, especially when it comes to buying vehicles. This is Dennis Lynch, General Manager at Auto Farm Chevrolet. Dealerships pay the same price for new vehicles across America. The fact is, the best deals are right here, in your own backyard. The difference is that our employees are your neighbors, people you can trust. Please visit us first, Auto Farm Chevrolet. We are your community-driven dealer.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
The weather app on my phone says 57 degrees. Feels like 52. We got a cold wind coming in from the northwest. That's the area of Yellowstone. And things coming in a little bit chilly from that northwest. A few long sleeves, but mostly the guys out on the field just wearing the short sleeves and trying to keep moving a little bit to stay warm. Torrington got 2 runners on in the top half of the first inning. A couple of outlaw errors defensively allowed 2 runners on the base paths, but they couldn't take advantage as Ryan Fisher struck out 2 and got a ground out right back to him to retire the 3 of the 5 batters he faced. Connor Peterson to the plate. Peterson went 0 for 4 in the game earlier today against Severance, Colorado. Struck out 3 times swinging. And he'll take strike 1 on the outside corner. Peterson, the left fielder, number 17, hits right. White batting gloves, chops one down the third baseline. No, that's more in the hole at short. Good grab by Fermanack, throws running to his right, throws back to his left, and makes the throw on target. Nice play by Fermanack, the shortstop. He had to charge in on that one. It was a slow, high-bouncing ground ball that Fermanack, if he had not charged, Peterson would have beat the throw to first. So that brings Gus Allred to the plate. Gus, a nice day yesterday. Went 2 for 2 last night in the game against Riverton. Takes ball 1. Too low. Earlier today, Gus went 0 for 1, but walked once and was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the loss against the 970 Sun Devils. Gus hits left, takes ball 2. Pitcher is Jackson Jones, right-handed. He's the cleanup hitter, so he's got some power. An athlete-looking guy, long hair, got some facial hair as well. This Torrington team, like everybody on the team, is all first team, all facial hair. Swing and a miss. Gus Allred with a 2-1 count, steps back in with 1 out. No score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. High fly ball straight up the elevator shaft. Murphy, let's see, Fermanack at short calls for it. It drifts over to him, and he makes the catch. So Allred pops out to short. We've had those flags waving in the wind out at center field, but with Riverton done for the weekend, the team lost earlier to Severance, Colorado to finish 4th. The folks here decided, well, the flags are done as well. Casey Pearman takes strike 1 on the outside half. And so it may be tough to gauge very well this afternoon just how the wind is, but it's certainly blowing and chilly. Jones working quickly, misses low and away. Casey Pearman at the plate, 1 for 4 earlier, and hooks it down the line, just fair down that third base line. He rounds first and stops there. Blake Lofink got a good jump on it and got down the line quickly, scooped it up, and kept Pearman at first. Casey Pearman having himself a great start to this season and starts off this game 1 for 1. Outlaws have a runner on with 2 down. And the cleanup hitter, Jagger Mitchell, comes to the plate. Playing catcher today. He plays catcher quite a bit. And maybe a little bit more this weekend with Reed Gross at home. Tonsils out. Pearman a good lead. Pitch. Jagger pulls it down the third baseline foul. Mitchell earlier went 0 for 3 in the game this morning against Severance. Back up the middle. This one in the hole. Fermanack can't quite get a glove underneath it. Goes just under his glove, and Jagger has a single. So the Outlaws have 2 runners on with 2 outs, looking for a little 2-out rally, and Ryan Fisher comes to the plate. Fisher an RBI in each of the last 2, 3, at least 3, 4, or 5 games. High and inside. That gets away from Mitchell. Outlaws advancing. Pearman dives in safe at third. And the Outlaws now have 2 runners in scoring position. Ryan Fisher with a ball and no strikes. And we're getting some chatter from the Outlaw coaches and dugout. So Fisher, right-handed hitter, steps back in. Jackson Jones, battery mate is Gabe Mitchell. Fisher swings and misses. He was looking to put Evanston up 2 or 3-0 with that swing. First base is Gage Correa. Cameron Murphy at second. Sam Fermanack at short. Caden Riley at third base. Jones delivers high and in. Fisher just turns away enough to avoid getting hit. Left field, Blake Lofink. Center field, Nick Sherba. And right field, Deegan Keith for this Torrington Tigers team. Big gap in right center field. Fisher laces it up the middle over the glove of Sam Fermanak. Perriman scores. Jagger Mitchell rounding. He'll score as well. And Ryan Fisher with a 2-run single. Outlaws lead 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That just cleared the glove of shortstop Sam Fermanak. Almost snow coned it. Maybe a little too cold here in Riverton for a snow cone this afternoon. And Ryan Fisher with the 2-run, 2-out single. Swing and a miss, Kendall Cummings at the plate. Cummings has played just about everywhere this weekend. He's been in right, he's been in left, he's been at second, he's been at third. And he pops it back over the backstop and finds himself down 0-2. Outlaws with a nice offensive start. A 2-out single by Perriman, then Jagger Mitchell singles, and Ryan Fisher singles the two of them home. And Evanston leads 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Peterson, high fly ball into shallow left field. In fact, barely left the infield. Sam Fermanak settles under it, makes the catch. And that ends the first inning. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 1 runner left stranded. We've played 1, and the Outlaws lead by 2 on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Deegan Keith to the plate. He did not bat yesterday against Evanston. Comes in hitting .286 and takes strike 1. Down low at the knees, outside corner. Keith, number 12, right-handed hitter. Here's the 0-1, outside corner. Keith lets that go by as well. Fisher hits the spot he was looking for, and Keith just didn't want to chase that. He just plays a little back in the batter's box, or sets up a little back in the batter's box. So those outside corners might be tough to get to. Fouls it over the backstop to stay alive. 0-2 the count remains. Keith, black cleats, white batter's gloves, black barreled bat, and an official's timeout. They've just turned on the lights. We do have some cloud cover here and a little bit dark, so they've... I heard Cody Beers broadcasting the earlier game when Riverton played. He said at that time, about 3 o'clock, they should have the lights on. Grounder to short. Casey Smith can't quite get to it. Thompson scoops it up, but no time to throw it. We'll call that an infield single. Casey Smith, he barely got a piece of it with his glove. And on the bags, Deegan Keith with a leadoff single. Caden Riley to the plate. Riley yesterday struck out twice, went 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch in the second. He's a right-handed hitter, a little bit tall. Keith takes his lead, and Riley takes ball 1 outside. Riley, number 23, third baseman. Riley comes in hitting .321 this season. Fisher whips the throw over to first, and Keith back in diving. Gets there safely. Outlaws with 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Three singles in a row. Another throw over to first, and again Keith safe. Perriman a 2-out single, then Mitchell singled, and Fisher singled the 2 of them home. Outlaws lead 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Fisher waving the arm down below to his side, delivers the pitch, a slow grounder to second, not time for a double play. Thompson throws to first and gets Riley. That advances Deegan Keith over to second. So Thompson makes the play, and Torrington has a runner on second in scoring position with Gabe Mitchell coming up. Mitchell, the catcher, number 11, right-handed hitter. Steps in, crouches down a bit, a low crouching stance as he waves the bat behind his right shoulder. First pitch, looped into right field. Thompson should be able to make the play. It goes under his glove and then under the glove of Clayton Moyles. That'll allow Deegan Keith to score. I'm going to mark that as just 1 error. But, boy, 2 errors essentially on the play as Thompson let it go through his legs. Moyles let it go through his as well. And that allows Keith to score from second base. Brings Blake Lofink to the plate. Lofink hits right as well. Whip throw over to first, and that cut Gabe Mitchell not quite ready. He was slow to get back, but he wasn't very far off, so made it back easily. A short lead for Mitchell. Fisher delivers. It's down in the dirt. Jagger keeps it close enough that Gabe Mitchell at first doesn't leave the bag. 1 ball, no strikes for Lofink. Gabe went 0 for 3 against the Outlaws yesterday, but did reach on an error and scored in the 6th. Fisher looks over his right shoulder.
2-1, Evanston.
Looks over that right shoulder again to check the runner. Delivers inside and misses ball 2.
2-0 to count on Blake
Lofink, the number 9 hitter, left fielder. Leadoff hitter Sherbein on deck. Lofink, .333 hitter coming into this game. It's in 17 plate appearances. Fisher winds, delivers, and catches the outside. No, doesn't catch the outside corner. So Fisher just misses outside, and it's a hitter's count. 3 balls, no strikes. Expect Lofink to just keep that bat on the shoulder for this 3-0 pitch. Fisher again throws to first. He must be seeing something about Mitchell that he thinks he can pick him off. Mitchell takes his lead there at first. It's not a very big lead. Fisher sets and delivers down in the dirt, ball 4. That missed badly. And that puts runners on first and second. A run in already for Torrington. Outlaws lead is 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and Nick Sherbein to the plate. Sherbein hitting .684. He came into the weekend hitting 800 plus. That's dropped a couple hundred points. It's still at .684. An incredible clip. Sherbein reached on an error in the first, stole second, but got stalled at third. Takes strike 1 down in the strike zone at the knees, inside half of the plate. Sherbein, the only left-handed hitter in this Torrington Tigers batting lineup. Black sleeves, white batting gloves. Fisher delivers the sidearm, and that goes in the dirt. Sherbein must have offered at that and didn't hold back. It looked like he tried to bunt, couldn't get a hold of it. So the count at 0-2. Mitchell sets up outside. Jagger throws down to second and just about got his counterpart, Gabe Mitchell, the catcher for Torrington, dives back in barely in time. So a ball and 2 strikes to Sherbein. That was a pitch out on purpose with that 0-2 count. Fisher checks the bag at second, fires, and Sherbein fouls it over the third base dugout. Ball and 2 counts. It remains 1 out. Outlaws on top, 2-1. Winner of this one will take home some bragging rights. First place at the Roy Peck tournament. Fisher looks back to the runner. And the sidearm delivery misses outside. Ryan's big brother, Ian Fisher, did that quite a bit, especially his last year as an Outlaw. And moved exclusively to a sidearm or submariner deliver as a college pitcher. 2-2. Fisher kicks, delivers, line drive, hard hit down the third baseline, foul. Boy, Sherbein got a hold of that pitch, but he was a bit behind. Sherbein, just 1 RBI, but as the leadoff man, boy, he's got 10 singles in just 28 plate appearances plus 3 doubles and a .684 average. He can really swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count even. 2 men on with 1 down. Fisher glances back at the runner at second. That's Gabe Mitchell, the catcher. And delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fisher got him swinging. Big pitch there. That brings us to 2 down. Fisher's 3rd strikeout of the day. Boy, that was big. Got to get 1 more. Cameron Murphy, who struck out swinging in the first. And that was a long at-bat for Murphy. He fouled off 6 pitches before striking out. Murphy, number 22, second baseman, pitched yesterday against the Outlaws and had a pretty good outing. Right-handed hitter steps in, swings, a slow grounder to short. Smith scoops it up, better throw this time. Gus stretches a bit, and the play is made. Good play that time by Kason Smith. 1 run on 1 hit. 1 Outlaw error, and 2 runners left stranded for Torrington. Outlaws lead 2-1 as we head for the bottom half of the second. Outlaws will have Braden Thompson, Kason Smith, and Clayton Moyles up when we return on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Baseball on mylocalradio.com. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I had just purchased new tires at Plains Tire in Evanston. The trained tire technicians at Plains Tire expertly mounted, balanced, and aligned my new tires, so I was feeling good. While I was there, they changed my oil, checked my brakes, fixed my AC, and made sure my shocks were in tip-top shape. And with their lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations, I was ready to roll. So, thanks to Plains Tire, when 2 roads diverged in a wood, I took the one less travel. Plains Tire, 157 Fair River Drive, Evanston.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. TheLittlestWoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at TheLittlestWoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit TheLittlestWoodShop.com today.
Outlaws scored 2 in the first. Torrington answers with a run in the second. Outlaws, after last night, a 4-0 win over Riverton, did not commit any errors. Evanston committed, I think it was 4 or 5 this morning against Severance, Colorado. 3. And they've already committed 3 here against Torrington. So that run earlier, I believe, unearned. It was Gabe Mitchell who hit to second base. It got through Thompson's legs on an error, and that scored Deegan Keith.
Second baseman, number 18, Brendan Thompson.
Brendan Thompson to lead off the home half of the second. Jackson Jones out for a second inning of work. Threw 18 pitches in the first, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs. Thompson takes ball 1, low and away. Thompson, second baseman for the Outlaws, number 18, hits right. Jones working quickly, and Thompson laces it back up the middle. That'll give him a single. Sherbein right on it, but Thompson in there safely. He's got a .265 average, and that'll jump just a bit with that single. So Thompson on base to lead off with a single. Kason Smith comes to the plate. Smith comes in, hitting .373. And he's got a man on first. Right-handed hitter takes strike 1. Down at the knees. Right over the middle of the plate. Jones had some movement on that pitch. Left fielder straight away. That's Blake Lofink. Smith swings, foul tip into the glove, and Smith is now down 0-2 in the count. Sherbein there in center field shaded a bit toward left, so there's a decent gap in right center field, and Deegan Keith playing pretty shallow. The wind is coming in from right field, so anything hit that direction is going to hang and drift. Outside in the dirt. Good stop by Gabe Mitchell. That was clear outside for the right-handed hitting Kaysen Smith. And if Gabe doesn't get that, Thompson makes it to second base. 2-1 Outlaws lead. Bottom of the second. Jones delivers. Smith pops it high into shallow left center field. Sherbein charging and makes the catch. Boy, Thompson off the bag. Sherbein throws to first, but Thompson back in safe. Sherbein came a long ways to get that ball. He's got some good speed. Clayton Moyles to the plate with one down and a man on first. Moyles, a .281 hitter coming into this game. Outlaws so far this season hitting .313 as a team, and certainly a few guys really pull that average up, including Jagger Mitchell hitting .421 and Ryan Fisher .405. Moyles takes ball one outside and down in the dirt. This is the number 9 hitter in the Outlaws lineup. Connor Peterson on deck. Moyles down the third baseline foul. Evens the count, a ball and a strike with one out, and Brendan Thompson on first. He singled to lead off this bottom half of the second. Outlaws with a 2-1 lead, come in at 9-5 overall this season. They had won 8 in a row before this morning's loss against Severance, Colorado. Long line drive, center field. Sherbein starts in, then goes back and makes the over-the-shoulder catch. What a grab by Nick Sherbein, especially considering he started in, then had to stop and head back out. What a catch by Sherbein. He's been busy today, especially here in this inning. That's 2 straight outs recorded by Nick Sherbein. Boy, the speed and quickness, that was impressive because Moyles got some good contact there into left center field. Credit Sherbein for his positioning, too. He shaded off toward left, and that helped him get to where the ball would have landed. Peterson, high fly ball into shallow right field. Deegan Keith coming in, and second baseman Cameron Murphy drifts back to make the catch, and the Outlaws strand one after Brendan Thompson hit a leadoff single. Evanston couldn't do anything else with it. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, 1 runner left on. 2-1 Outlaws lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Here on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Outlaws Post 41 Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
A pass to the Evanston Rec Center can help you reach your overall fitness goals. Whether you would like to walk the indoor track, lap swim, lose weight, run a marathon, or train for a triathlon, the Evanston Rec Center offers something for everyone, every age, and every fitness level. With a nursery available year-round, everyone in the family will have fun focusing on better overall fitness. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Rec Center. Stop in today, 275 Saddle Ridge Road.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Pitching change for the Outlaws. I don't know if Ryan Fisher's arm is bugging him or something going on, but he is done pitching. 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run not earned. Walked 1, struck out 3, and Kaysen Smith takes the mound. Kaysen has pitched a couple of times. This will be his 3rd appearance as an Outlaw. He pitched yesterday a bit in the win over Riverton last night. Pitches facing first to Sam Furmanek, strike 1 on the low outside corner.
Number 2, Sam Furmanek.
I had Fisher at 34 pitches. Outlaws will play Rock Springs on Tuesday. I can't imagine the Outlaws thinking they need to save Fisher for that, but that could be a possibility. Furmanek swings and misses, and he's down 0-2. Top half of the third, Outlaws on top by 1, 2-1. The Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Fermanac, tall right-handed hitter, white batting gloves, and chips one back to the screen. On deck, Jackson Jones, a cleanup hitter. Then we'll have Gage Correa in the hole. Fermanac, 1 for 4, had a 2-run single in the loss to the Outlaws yesterday. Smith delivers, and a little bit of a whip, tails outside, just outside the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're listening carefully, you can hear that wind whipping in from right field on our crowd mic. That's moving the tarp on the fence out in center field. Fermanac chips it back again to the screen and continues to battle. Give you some stats on Kason Smith pitching. He's thrown 1 1/3 innings, has a 20.25 ERA. Has not appeared much. This is just his second, or make it third appearance pitching for Evanston Outlaws AA baseball. He's played some single A and B ball and jammed Fermanac. He chips it, fouls it down the third base line. Fermanac continues to battle. That's 3 fouled off pitches. Smith has walked 2 in his limited, walked 3, given up 3 earned runs. Struck out just 1 so far in these 2 appearances. Fermanac dribbles down the third base line. Charging and misplaying at Kendall Cummings. And the Outlaws now have 4 errors in the game already. They had 2 in the first, 1 more in the second, and that makes number 4. They played error-free ball last night in a 4-0 win over Riverton, and have already committed 4 innings here, or 4 errors in 2 complete innings against Torrington. Jackson Jones to the plate with a man on first. Umpires will chat for a moment. We'll take an opportunity to thank one of our sponsors, Superior Rental in the Gunroom, 371 Prospector Drive. Superior Rental has a full line of Cub Cadet outdoor power equipment. It's in stock. It's ready to take home today, and they offer great discounts and easy financing at Superior Rental and the Gunroom, 371 Prospector Drive. A 1-run ball game, top of the third inning. Ryan Fisher started, but is now behind the dish. So we've got Kason Smith pitching, Ryan Fisher behind the plate. Gus Allred still at first, Brendan Thompson at second. Jagger Mitchell moves from catcher to short. Kendall Cummings at third. Outfield, Connor Peterson, Casey Perriman, and Clayton Moyles. Pitch to Jones inside at the knees, ball 1. Good lead at first for Fermanac. Smith glances there, then delivers. High pop-up down the third base line. This one will drift well out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones reached on an error in the first, but only got to first base before the inning was ended. Step back in, big tall right-handed hitter. Jones 1 for 2, had a single in the first inning yesterday against Evanston. Fermanac headed for second as Smith delivers. Fisher throws down to second, but it's a short throw, and Fermanac has stolen second base. Plus, it was ball 2 on the pitch down in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike for Jackson Jones, right-handed hitter. Closed stance, waves the bat behind his right shoulder. Smith looks to second and delivers the 2-1. High and in, gets away from Fisher all the way back to the screen. And Fermanac advances to third. Outlaws, of course, this weekend playing it without their starting catcher, Reed Gross. So making do without him. And then I got to think that Fisher's arm might be bugging him a little bit, that he isn't continuing to pitch this afternoon after getting the start. So Jackson Jones with a hitter's count, 3 balls and a strike. Sam Fermanac on third after a steal of second and a pass ball gets him to third base. Smith looks in and delivers the 3-1. Pop up to the backstop fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Jones will step back in. Torrington in their orange uniforms, black stripe down the shoulder and down the side of the torso, white pants. Jones, black helmet, light brown wooden bat, 3-2 pitch, fouled back again to the screen. Get a good view of that watching online at mylocalradio.com as that ball comes back almost straight toward us. Count remains full. No outs. Evanston nursing a 1-run lead in the top of the 3rd. Outlaws. Outfielders, it's just about straight away. Perriman shading a bit toward left field. Smith delivers, grounder to short. That'll tie the score. Mitchell looks to home, no time to go there. Throws to first and gets the out, but Fermanek scores, and that ties up the ball game at 2-2. So the 6-3. Give Jackson Jones, Jagger Mitchell, guys.
Gage Correa.
So a RBI ground out for Jackson Jones ties the score at 2. And Gage Correa comes to the plate. That's really the only play Mitchell could make. If he tries to throw home, he's not going to get it there in time, so get the out at first. Correa pops it back over the screen. A little closer look at the outfield. Connor Peterson shaded toward the line in left field, leaves a big gap in left center. And Clayton Moyles in close in right field. Again, with the wind blowing in from right, anything out there is not going to go too far. Correa takes ball 1 high and out. 1 ball, 1 strike to Correa. Kason Smith on the mound. Ryan Fisher got the start, pitched 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, and then moved back behind the plate. Correa, ball 2 up high. He thought about offering at that pitch, but decided better of it and just backed off. 2 balls and a strike. 1 down, the top of the 3rd. Outlaws scored 2 in the first. Torrington has 1 in the second, 1 so far here in the 3rd with 1 out. Correa swings and misses. Just not a real fast swing, a non-committal kind of swing from Correa. And Smith evens it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3rd inning, I guess we're in. 2-2 the score. Smith delivers. Correa pops it straight up in the air. Fisher chases it back toward the screen, settles under it, and makes the catch. That just about popped out of the glove, but he does make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring Deegan Keith to the plate. Singleton scored in the 2nd for this Torrington team. He was down 0-2 in the count, fouled 1 off, and then got something he could hit. Earned that single and then paid off as he came around to score later in the inning. Smith winds and deals up high, too tall. Ball 1. Kendall Cummings even with the bag at 3rd. Gus Allred playing well behind the bag at 1st. Smith kicks and delivers. Outside corner at the knees, strike 1. Jagger Mitchell deep in the hole at short, and Thompson playing deep at 2nd base as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. Smith kicks, delivers in the dirt. Fisher knocks it down under the feet of Deegan Keith for ball 2. Keith came in and pitched against the Outlaws yesterday. Struggled a bit to find the strike zone. Walked a couple, hit 1. Takes ball 3 up high. Had Keith at 1 inning pitch, 3 runs. Walked 3 and hit 1 yesterday. We'll see what he can do with the bat. Swings and chips it over to the Outlaws dugout first base side, and that fills the count at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Thinking about who else the Outlaws have to pitch. Moyles pitched too far yesterday against Torrington. He's got to have a few days rest, as does Jagger Mitchell, who pitched earlier today. They got the start against Severance. Brendan Thompson threw against Severance. His day is probably done. Gus Allred went 5 full innings last night. He can't pitch anymore this weekend. Smith misses inside for ball 4, and Deegan earns the walk. He's 2 for 2 on base, a single and a walk. A 2-out walk brings up Caden Riley, who grounded to second
Number 23,
in the second.
Caden Riley.
Riley, a big, tall, right-handed hitter, number 23, third baseman, steps in, long black stirrups with the orange stripes just below the knees. Black sleeve on his right arm, white batting gloves, black helmet, waves the bat. Julio Franco style. That's a little going back a little ways. Throw back to first, and Keith no problem getting back. 2 outs with a man on second. That is the would-be go-ahead run if Riley can do something with his bat here. Wide open stance, takes a ball inside, and boy, Riley sets up back far in the box. His left foot is clear up at that corner, that third base corner of the batter's box. So that inside pitch was way inside. He steps up a little closer to the base this time, but kind of inches out the longer he stays in the box. Another inside pitch. Fisher throws down towards second as the runner heads for second, and he slid too far off the bag. Jagger applies the tag, and Deegan Keith is caught stealing. That ends the top of the third. Not sure if Keith is hurt or if he's kind of saying, look, I'm still touching the base. I haven't moved. But he's not going to win this argument. The players, the coaches, they never do. So that'll end the top of the third. We're tied at 2. We got 1 run, no hits, 1 error, and no runners left on base. Outlaws coming up in the bottom of the third after this on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Post 41 Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosana Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Home half of the third, tied up at 2 apiece for first and second place in the Roy Peck Wood Bat Tournament. Outlaws took a 2-run lead in the first. Torrington has answered with a run apiece in the second and third. Ryan Fisher started, but is currently moved to catcher. He threw just 2 innings, and wondering if his arm is hurting or what's going on. He's continuing to play catcher for Evanston. Outlaws will have Gus Allred, Casey Perriman, and Jagger Mitchell. It was Perriman, Mitchell, and Fisher in the first inning who hit 3 consecutive singles to put those 2 runs on the board.
The number 11, Gus Allred.
So Allred, the lone left-handed hitter in the Outlaws lineup, steps into the box, waving a blue-barreled bat as Jackson Jones takes the mound for his 3rd inning of work. Allred hits the first, slow grounder to second base. Murphy picks it up, throws low and outside to Correa, but a nice scoop by the first baseman. Retires Gus Allred on 1 pitch. Jackson Jones threw 18 pitches in that first inning, a very efficient 10 in the second. He's got 1 out on 1 pitch so far here in the third.
Number 2,
Casey Perriman steps into the batter's box. Tall right-handed hitter, long blue stirrups, white stripes, mid-calf, and he rips it right back up the middle on the ground. Furmanek scoops it up on a short hop and throws to first, and the Outlaws have 2 down after seeing just 2 pitches. They're seeing first pitches that they like, but just can't do anything with it so far in this inning. Brings Jagger Mitchell to the plate. Furmanek, what a scoop. He got in position, moved in front of the ball, and then got that glove down and pulled it in. Then made a nice throw to first to get Perriman out. So Jackson Jones has thrown 2 pitches, and Torrington has 2 outs with Jagger Mitchell coming to the plate. Nobody on. Mitchell from the right-sided box checks his swing and got a little piece of it. So no balls and a strike. Jagger Mitchell singled and scored in the first. Outlaws and Tigers tied it 2 apiece. Mitchell takes strike 2 on the inside corner. Mitchell had turned away from it to avoid getting hit, and it catches the inside corner. Jones kicks and delivers. This one inside hits Mitchell. That one was closer to the plate than the previous pitch. That surprises me because the previous pitch was closer to Mitchell, but that one got a piece of him, and Jagger takes his base. Jackson Jones with reason, kind of showing his shoulder, doing a little shrug like, yeah, he leaned into it. Jagger certainly did, but he takes his base. Outlaws have a runner on with 2 outs. Fisher takes ball 1 inside. 2-run single in the first for Fisher. He had Mitchell on second at the time, or on first rather at the time. This pitch in behind Fisher's head. That'll advance Jagger Mitchell over to second base on the pass ball. That was a bit of a wild pitch. Outlaws have the go-ahead run in scoring position here in the bottom of the third. Ryan Fisher, I think second on the team if I remember right in RBIs. Fisher has 14. Oh, he and Perriman lead the team with 14 RBIs apiece. Fisher a .405 average coming into the game, and again, he is 1 for 1 with that 2-run single. So that'll boost actually his RBIs to 16 on the season. That leads the team. 2 balls, no strikes for Fisher. Jones, a right-handed pitcher. Fisher in the right-handed box, waits and skies it high and deep left field, but well foul. He pulled it too far out of play. Really made good contact there. The wind coming in from right field, not too hard. It's moving across the diamond, first to third. Here's the pitch. Fisher fouls it to the backstop, over the backstop actually, as it drifted up higher. And that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-2 ball game. Bottom of the third, Jagger Mitchell on second. Hit by a pitch and then reached on a pass ball. Fisher takes a time out and steps out of the box. Step back in, long blue stirrups, white stripes at the mid-calf. Here's the 2-2, line drive into left field, straight at the left fielder. Lofink makes the catch, had to step in about 5 steps to make the grab, and unfortunately for Outlaws, that was just right at the left fielder. So the line out to left field, Outlaws get no runs on no hits, no errors, 1 runner left stranded, and the score remains 2-2. On a First Bank of Evanston presentation of Outlaws baseball on mylocalradio.com. Top of 4 coming up.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Ryan Fisher got the start, went just 2 innings, and he's moved behind the plate. Kason Smith on the mound threw 28 pitches, but allowed just 1 run in the 3rd inning. But that run tied things up at 2. Caden Riley, the number 7 hitter in the Torrington lineup. It'll be Riley, Mitchell, and Lofink, 7, 8, 9 in the lineup. And we'll see if we go further than that. Riley, big tall right-hander, loops one into right field. Clayton Moyles starts in and then has to come in further as the wind pulls the ball in a little bit further. And Moyles does make the basket catch. That just drifted in further, I think, than he expected it to. The wind pulls it in, and Riley flies out to right.
Number 11.
Smith is going to have to be efficient. The Outlaws are down to not a lot left pitching options. I know Kendall Cummings can pitch. Jordan Schneider on the bench for this one can pitch as well. Inside corner, nope, just off the corner. Ball one to Gabe Mitchell. Mitchell, the catcher, reached on an error in the second. That hit home a run. The 1-0, high fly ball, third base line, well foul, out of play. Mitchell turned on it, good strong contact, but didn't straighten it out. So Mitchell steps back in. He's a right-handed hitter. Light wood-colored barrel of the bat, dark wood handle. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 ball game, top of the fourth. Fisher sets up behind the plate. Kason Smith delivers up behind Mitchell for ball 2. Outlaws with Kason Smith pitching, Ryan Fisher behind the plate, Gus Allred at first, Brendan Thompson at second. Jagger has moved to short. He started the game at catcher. And Kendall Cummings at third. Evanston has already committed 4 errors in this game, but they find themselves tied. Smith misses high and in on Mitchell. That may have shaved his beard just a little bit. That was right up at the chin. 3 balls and 1 strike with 1 down. Nobody on. Smith, the right-handed pitcher, winds and deals, and that finds the inside corner. Strike 1. Gabe Mitchell started to swing. It may have been that he went around enough. Well, Mitchell steps back in, an open stance with the right front foot, or the back foot almost in that back corner right by the catcher. It's the 3-2 pitch, high and in, and Mitchell ducks underneath it for ball 4. Smith walked 1 in the third, and he puts a man on with 1 down. Brings Blake Lofink to the plate.
Number
Lofink
21,
walked in the second.
Lofink.
It was a 4-pitch walk from Ryan Fisher. Lofink, a tall, thin, right-handed hitter. White batting gloves, white cleats. And takes ball 1. That was up high at the neck, but over the plate. But certainly ball 1 up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. A cool afternoon here in Riverton. My weather app says 57. Feels cooler than that. Smith misses again upstairs. Ball 2. Now Lofink is a bit tall, but not that tall. 54 with a significant weather advisory. I'm going to check that out here as we keep an eye on the game. Got a thunderstorm coming in tonight here in Riverton. Smith throws to first, but Mitchell back in safe. Strong thunderstorm moving at 44 miles an hour. 45 miles an hour. It was southeast of Shoshone just moments ago. Smith misses low again. Lofink earned a 4-pitch walk in the second, and he's got a 3-0 count here in the fourth inning. Top of the fourth, we're tied at 2. Smith struggling a bit to find the strike zone. He walked Gabe Mitchell with 1 out, and he's got Lofink on a 3-0 count. He shows bunt, pulls back as Smith delivers on the outside corner, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Some hail may be moving this way. Cold afternoon. Smith looks to first. Mitchell a short lead. Delivered, popped up backwards on a bunt attempt by Lofink, and he dodges a bullet as that looped back to the backstop and fell safely to the ground. That fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. 2-2 ball game. Outlaws beat this Torrington team 5-4 yesterday. It was a back and forth game. Outlaws led. Torrington took a lead, and Evanston came from behind to win. Outlaws took a 2-0 lead in this game. Torrington has scored 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and tied it up. Smith winds the 3-2, popped up down the third base line. Kendall Cummings chasing. This is in foul territory. He settles and makes the catch. Good play by Kendall Cummings, especially with this wind swirling around a bit. That was a tough play to make. So with 2 outs, the leadoff hitter steps in, Nick Sherbine, hitting in the 600 or the 680s coming into the game. He's 0 for 2, reached on an error in the first, struck out swinging in the second. And Kason Smith has his work cut out for him against a very good left-handed hitter. Sherbine, the center fielder's made some nice plays in center field as well. Pretty good athlete. Takes ball 1 outside from Smith. This is already Sherbine's 3rd at-bat in the game. We're here in the 4th inning. Smith looking in. Fisher sets up behind the plate. Mitchell a short lead at first with 2 outs. Pitch, hit back up the middle. Smith stabs at it, can't get there. Jagger Mitchell dives behind second and can't get it. Sherbine is safe on first. And Gabe Mitchell moves over to second. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. A 2-2 ball game, and Kason Smith facing Cameron Murphy, number 22, the second baseman.
Number 22, Cameron Murphy.
Murphy, tall, thin, right-handed hitter. Smith slowly walks back up to the rubber, and Murphy steps into the box. Men on first and second. Smith looks back to the bag at second, glances at the runners, and kicks and delivers, and chipped back to the screen. Murphy comes in hitting .387. Clayton Moyles hugging the line in right. Leaves a big gap in right center field. Smith delivers, grounder to third. Jagger picks it up, throws to second, and a nice stretch by Brennan Thompson to get the out at second. Sherbine thrown out on the fielder's choice, a 6-4 fielder's choice, and that ends the visitors' half of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left stranded. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the 4th. Outlaws will have Kendall Cummings, Brendan Thompson, Kason Smith due up after this on a First Bank of Evanston presentation of Outlaws Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
When someone says sleep apnea, it usually conjures up stereotype images. This is Dr. Jonathan Morgan. The fact is that sleep apnea affects people of all ages and occurs when there is an involuntary pause of breath during sleep. Are you always tired? At Arrowhead Dental, we offer oral appliance therapy as an effective, non-invasive treatment for certain types of sleep apnea. Schedule an appointment to take a simple in-home test. Visit arrowheaddentalwy.com today.
For more than 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we're able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses of all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Call us today to see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Oh, we got a good one here for first and second place in the Roy Peck Woodbat Tournament. Outlaws took a 2-0 lead in the first. Torrington scored 1 in the second, another in the third to tie things up. Outlaws starter Ryan Fisher went just 2 innings, and they've been trying to get some information to find out if something's going on, maybe a little arm soreness, and they pulled him out from pitching. Now he's continued to play catcher and has hit 1 for 2 out of 2-run single in the first. That got the score where it is for Evanston, those 2 runs. Since then, they've had just 2 base runners and haven't been able to get much going. See if Kendall Cummings can change that. Number 14, the third baseman, popped out to short in the first inning. Jackson Jones out for his 4th inning of work, finds the outside corner, strike 1. Jones threw 18 pitches in the first inning, allowed those 2 runs. Since then, he's thrown a total of 20 pitches and been very effective. Cummings right side, fouls it up over the first base dugout. That's going to roll back into the dugout off the roof, and Cummings finds himself down 0-2 in the count. First pitch strike on the outside corner, then he fouls one off. Jones being aggressive, feeling confident, delivers, and high fly ball, Cummings left field. It's in foul territory, but Lofink makes the catch in foul territory. And some fans watching from their cars beyond the right field fence like that play. That was a nice lot of distance covered by Blake Lofink to get to that pitch, or to that hit rather, down the third base line and in foul territory. So Brendan Thompson comes to the plate, a leadoff single in the second, but he never got past first base as Evanston has just that one hit. Thompson's single since they got 3 singles in a row in the first inning. Thompson takes ball, strike one on the outside corner. I'm a bit off to the left. From here, that looked way outside, but my angle not very good. Well, Jackson Jones delivers. This one definitely low and outside in the dirt for ball one. So Thompson with a 1-1 count, 1 out in the home half of the fourth. Again, the Outlaws took a 2-0 lead. Torrington has scored 1 apiece in the second and the third to tie things up. Thompson steps in, 1 for 1 in the game. Right-handed hitter Jackson Jones, a right-handed pitcher. Thompson fouls it, hits the face mask of the umpire, and he just goes, well, I'm fine, let's keep moving. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One down. Outlaws have Kason Smith on deck, Clayton Moyles in the hole if we get there. Thompson steps back in, taps the plate, and sets up. Jones misses outside, ball 2. Maybe looking for that same spot he found on the first pitch strike, but this one a little further outside, misses. Some chatter from Torrington. The guys out in the field. Thompson reaches out a protection swing and fouls it to the screen. That was about in that same spot of the first pitch that was called a strike on Thompson, so he had to chase it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones delivers way outside. This one definitely ball 3 outside the zone. Fills the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. Outlaws tied at 2 in the home half of the fourth. Evanston looking to retake the lead. Thompson dribbled it back to Thompson. He knocks it down, then scoops it up and throws it to first. Well, 2 down. Jones, a big show of the ball at Thompson as he ran down that first base line. Looked like a little bit of taunting. 2 outs. Kason Smith to the plate. So Kason Smith flew out to center field in the second. It was Nick Sherbein made the catch out there. He's got some great speed in center field. So Smith, high fly ball, shallow center right field. Deegan Keith starts in, stops, settles, and catches. So the Outlaws go down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We're still tied at 2 as we head for the top of the 5th on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
An infected tooth can cause discomfort and serious harm to your health. At Wyoming Dental Specialties, endodontist Dr. Leslie Walker understands the complexities removing infected tissues from inside the tooth, which is one reason why you can trust him to provide endodontic treatment and root canal therapy. With a skilled staff and state-of-the-art technology in our office, we help save your smile and improve your overall dental health. Call today to schedule your appointment, 307-789-5608.
We take your fun very seriously. That's why we put so much emphasis on training and experience with our mechanics at Cash Honda Yamaha. Whether you're getting it ready for an upcoming season, putting it away for the winter, having routine maintenance, or have a mechanical problem, we want to make sure that when you're ready to have fun with it, it's ready for you. Don't trust your fun to just anyone. Make sure you bring all your service work to Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Sam Fermanek will lead off here in the visitors' half of the 5th. We've been tied since Torrington scored in the top of the 3rd to make it 2-2. Kason Smith misses inside. Fermanek 0 for 2, but he reached on an error and scored in the 3rd. Kason Smith on the mound for his 3rd inning of work for post 41. Smith throws right, misses down low and away. Again, Smith, this is just his 3rd appearance as an Evanston Outlaw, and comes in with a 20.25 ERA, but he's been fairly effective so far, allowed just 1 run. 2 balls, no strikes, and misses the outside corner. Fisher tries to frame it out there, but was just outside. So Fermanek steps back in, tall right-handed hitter, open stance, and here's the 3-0. Smith misses low, a 4-pitch lead-off walk for Sam Fermanek, the shortstop. Brings pitcher Jackson Jones to the plate. Number 20, a right-handed hitter. He's 0 for 2.
Jackson Jones
has reached on an error in the 1st, and then an RBI ground out to short in the 3rd. That RBI tied the score at 2. Jones steps in, waves the bat over his right shoulder. Fermanek a short lead at first. Now he heads for second. The pitch inside hits Jones on the back. And Smith quickly into a jam on 5 pitches. He comes over down the line and tells Jones, my apologies. Showing some sportsmanship. It brings Gage Correa to the plate with men on first and second. And a 2-2 ball game in the top of the 5th. Gage Correa 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the 1st, popped out to the catcher in foul territory in the 3rd. Correa, big, strong right-handed pitcher, or hitter, excuse me. Squares to bunt, pops it back towards Smith. He knocks it down trying to catch it, and the Outlaws can't make the play. So Correa on base on the error. Smith thought he had a chance to catch it out of the air. If he makes that catch, it might be enough for a double play, but instead he kind of booted it forward, and by the time Fisher got to it, there was no play anywhere. So the Outlaws infield comes in to cut off the run at home as Deegan Keith steps into the box, a right-handed hitter. Singleton scored in the 2nd, reached on an error in the 3rd, and he takes strike 1 on the outside corner.
Number 12, Deegan Keith.
Smith's delivery not quite over the top, and so when he goes to that outside corner, it seems like there's a lot of movement from what our view left to right. Swing and a miss, strike 2 to Deegan Keith. No balls, 2 strikes. Keith steps back in, black cleats, straight up stance from the right-handed batter's box. Here's the 0-2. Grounder back to the pitcher. Smith knocks it down. He'll scoop it up and toss it to first to get 1 out, but that'll score Sam Fermanek from 3rd. Jackson Jones over to 3rd and Gage Correa to 2nd. Deegan Keith gets an RBI for that ground out to the pitcher. And Torrington leads 3-2. We were in about this same spot yesterday. Outlaws took an early lead. Torrington took a lead 3-2 later in the game, and Evanston rallied back for the win. We'll see if Evanston bats can come alive, but they got to get a couple outs first. Caden Riley to the plate, and he takes ball 1 outside. Smith trying to hit that outside corner, and he's just a bit out. So a ball, no strikes. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 down. And Torrington with a chance to break things open. Caden Riley takes strike, inside, ball 2. Kason trying to nibble on the corners and just can't quite get those edges. So the 3rd baseman from Torrington, Caden Riley, steps back in, steps out as he asks for time. Back into the box. Correa on second. Jackson Jones on third. Smith from the stretch. Kicks and deals high and in and misses for ball 3. Now first base is open. Oh, I thought it sounded like two taps there, like a bump. It just skipped off of Caden Riley's helmet. So he's on first,
11,
and Gabe Mitchell comes to
Mitchell.
the plate. Mitchell reached on an error in the second and walked in the fourth. He's not gotten past second base. Gabe Mitchell, the catcher, number 11. In a low crouching stance from the right-handed batter's box. Swing and a miss, strike one. Smith in a jam here. Already has allowed 1 run and is in line for the loss in the game. Outlaws have bigger problems for the moment. Trailing 3-2, bases loaded with 1 out. Smith delivers, chopper toward third, gets past the hole. Mitchell throws to first, and it's going to be not in time. Gus Allred stretches, and Gabe Mitchell with an infield RBI single. Jackson Jones scores from third. Gage Correa over to third, and Caden Riley to second. 2 RBIs here in this 5th inning. Puts Torrington up by 2. And still in the jam, bases loaded with 1 out. Swing and a miss for Blake Lofink. Stepped way outside in the bucket. He wanted to make it a 4. He wanted to make it a 6-run ball game with 1 swing. He was swinging for 320 down the line and left. So Lofink waits. He's a right-handed hitter. Smith kicks and delivers outside corner. He finds it this time for strike 2. That's that outside corner that Smith had been looking for and had been unable to catch. Bases loaded, 0-2 count. Outlaws playing at double play depth in the infield. Smith, the full windup. The 0-2, swung on, grounded back up the middle. Mitchell scoops, steps on second, throws to first, and completes the 6-3 double play. Clearly stepped on the bag, no question there. And that ends the jam, but 2-run score on 1 hit. 1 more Outlaw error makes 5 in the game, and 2 runners left stranded. 4-2, Torrington leads on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Outlaws baseball on mylocalradio.com.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Do you really think you can get a better deal on a vehicle in the city? Poppycock! Rocky Mountain Yeti is hungry for your business and will beat any bona fide deal on any vehicle, or they'll give it to you as a gift. Now that's legendary. Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston, home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile legendary warranty, where legendary customer service is not a myth.
Outlaws Baseball on mylocalradio.com is brought to you in part by Union Wireless at 148 Front Street in Evanston. Treating you like a neighbor, not a number. Union Wireless. We have Union Wireless at home and at the radio station. And I'll tell you, the speeds are great. The reliability is fantastic. Union Wireless, 148 Front Street in Evanston. And by Hoover Chiropractic at 545 Cheyenne Drive. Call Dr. Todd Hoover today. Of course, all the chiropractic work, folks call him Dr. Voodoo because of everything he does with the chiropractics and more, including allergies. He can take care of those. He's got great weight loss programs and more. Dr. Todd Hoover, 789-0043. That's 789-0043. The Outlaws scored the first 2 runs of this contest, but since then it's been all Torrington. They scored 1 in the second, another in the third, 2 more in the 5th. Ryan Fisher got the start, but only pitched 2 innings. Clayton Moyles to lead off. Squares, shows bunt, and misses as he reaches high and outside. Well, strike 1. Moyles dealing with this afternoon's cold temperatures with a black hoodie underneath his Outlaws jersey. Waits and checks his swing on a high inside pitch. No, he didn't go. Oh, he did. Wow. Well, I don't have a good angle to make that call, but from here it certainly didn't look like he did not go around. But he did, apparently, so that puts the count at 0-2. Jones working quickly, and Moyles says, okay, I'll just drop this into right field for a single. So Moyles into right field. Deegan Keith got up quickly, and boy, if Gage Correa's on the bag, there could have been a play at home at first. That turns the order over to Connor Peterson for his third at bat of the day. He's 0 for 2. Grounded to short in the first, popped out to second in the second inning. So Jones with a man on, very short lead for Moyles, and Peterson takes ball one up high. Jones allowed those 3 singles in consecutive hitters, Casey Perriman, Jagger Mitchell, and Ryan Fisher in the first. Since then, he's allowed just 1 hit and no more runs. Zeros on the scoreboard for Evanston since that first inning. High fly ball, center field. Sherbein starts in, stops, then comes back in further and makes the catch. So Peterson flies out to center field and goes to 0-3 on the day. Gus Allred
Number 11, Gus
due up
Allred.
next. He's 0 for 2 after a 2-2 performance last night against Riverton and a 0 for 1 outing this morning, where he did get on base twice and scored a run against Severance, Colorado. 1 down, and Allred takes ball 1 outside. Allred, of course, a left-handed hitter. Jackson Jones throws right. Haven't seen any changes defensively that I know of for the Torrington Tigers. They're in the same spots they started. Jones on the mound, Gabe Mitchell behind the plate. Correa on first. Jones delivers, and Gus dribbles it towards short. No time for the double play. Throw to first. Great dig by Gage Correa. So the run moves over to second. A 6-3 put out brings Casey Perriman to the plate with 2 outs and a man in scoring position. Perriman 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first, grounded to short in the third. Cameron Murphy at second. Jones delivers. Strike 1 on the outside half. Sam Fermanak at short. Caden Riley at third. Outfield left to right. Blake Lofink, Nick Sherbein, and Deegan Keith. Here's the 0-1. Perriman skies it back. Mitchell chases, but it drifts out of play. So Perriman down 0-2 in the count with 2 outs, and again, a runner on second. Outlaws have not had a lot of base runners. They've only stranded 3 in this game. Scored those 2 runs in the first inning, but since then, Jackson Jones has settled in and shut the Outlaws down. It's the 0-2. Perriman reaches out, grounds it to short. Fermanak backhands it, double pump, and throws to first to end the threat. Outlaws with a leadoff single, but don't get any more than that. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left stranded. Torrington remains on top 4-2 as we head for the top of the 6th. We've played 5. Outlaws trail by 2 on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Outlaws baseball on mylocalradio.com.
When shopping for a vehicle, it's important to have a good selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. It's also important to have a knowledgeable salesperson that listens, a finance team that helps you get the payment that matches your pocketbook, and a smart office staff that makes sure all the paperwork is done right. You can always rest assured knowing that our whole team is working for you. Auto Farm Chevrolet. Stop in today. We're a community-driven dealer.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Outlaws will shift things around again pitching-wise for this 6th inning. Evanston trails 4-2. Behrman threw 30 pitches earlier today against Severance, Colorado, and comes in for a second outing of the day. Casey Perriman, rather. Kason Smith's day is done. We'll get you some stats on him here in a moment. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by MyLocalRadio.com, local radio just for you. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today. So Kason Smith moves to third. Kendall Cummings, I think, moves to center. That's definitely Kason at third. Jagger Mitchell stays at short. Brennan Thompson second. Gus Allred at first. Moyles in right. And Casey Perriman on the mound with Ryan Fisher behind the plate. So Kason Smith goes 3 innings. Allowed just 2 hits, but 1, 2, 3 runs. One of them, or 2 of them, earned. Perriman throws left, and taking all the way, Nick Scherbine. Or not, yeah, that was Scherbine. Must have been low, ball 1. Scherbine, the lone left-handed hitter in the lineup. Perriman deals outside, ball 2. Casey struggled with control earlier today. Walked, I think, 6 in the outing against the 970 Sun Devils. Perriman misses low again. That's ball 4. So with Torrington leading 4-2, Casey Perriman in to pitch for Evanston. Has a 3-0 count. Make it 4-pitch walk for Nick Scherbine, excuse me. They'll bring Cameron Murphy to the plate. Ryan Fisher still behind the plate for Evanston. Outlaws could bring Jordan Schneider into pitch should they need it, and Kendall Cummings would be available as well. But we'll see how Perriman, if he can settle in and find the strike zone. Cameron Murphy to the plate, 0 for 3 in the game. Struck out swinging in the first and grounded to short twice. Pops it straight up. Fisher takes off the mask, drifts to his right, settles, and just makes the catch. So 1 down with a man on first, and Torrington on top, 4-2.
Number 2,
Sam Furmanek to the plate. He's 0 for 2, but has gotten on with an error and a walk, and he's scored twice. Furmanek has also been excellent defensively at the shortstop position. White batting gloves, right-handed hitter. Swings on the first, down the first base line. He ripped it, but just foul. That likely would have scored Nick Scherbine, especially with considering Sherbine's speed from first base. I wouldn't have been surprised to see him make it that 360 feet around the base paths from first base. So Perriman looks back in. No balls, 1 strike. Looks to first and throws. Scherbine back in easily. He's got quick feet. He's going to be a tough one to pick off unless he's just sleeping. 4-2 Torrington lead. Outlaws scored 2 in the first. They have not scored since. And Perriman looks again to Scherbine, inches back, now heads for second. Fisher throws down to second on an outside pitch, and Scherbine is in safe with a dive. So he steals second, plus the pitch was ball 1. The throw was low. Mitchell gives Scherbine a low 5. Nice running. Scherbine with speed, I'll tell you. He's quick. So Perriman looks in, 1 ball, 1 strike on Sam Furmanek. With 1 out and a man in scoring position. Perriman delivers and foul tip back. Rolls to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Furmanek. Sam comes into the game hitting .321. He's 0 for 2 so far in this game, but he's scored twice. Again, reached on an error and walked. It's the 1-2 from Perriman. Inside corner, rung him up looking. So Furmanek goes down looking, and that takes us to 2 outs with Jackson Jones, the cleanup hitter, to the plate. Jones 0 for 2. He's reached twice, once on an error, was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th. He also has an RBI ground out in the 3rd. That one tied the score. And then his run scored in the 5th gave Torrington the 4-2 lead. Inside, off the plate, ball 1. Perriman walks back to the rubber. Outlaws in the outfield, playing about straight away. Wind has died down a touch. Sun's starting to come out. We may get some good afternoon baseball weather. Perriman delivers. High fly ball, deep right field. Moyles going back, settles, and makes the catch. Thank you, Wind, for pulling that back in and giving Moyles the chance to make that catch. And Perriman comes in after a 4-pitch walk to Nick Scherbine to lead off. He gets 3 straight outs. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on. 4-2, Outlaws down to their final 6 outs as we head for the bottom of the 6th on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Post 41 Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Toronto Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Perriman comes in relief and then throws an effective 11 pitches. A 4-pitch walk to Nick Scherbine. It looked like he was going to get into a jam, but then a pop out to the catcher, a strikeout looking, and a fly out to right field. And Torrington unable to score any runs there in the top half of this 6th inning. Jagger Mitchell takes ball 1 outside from Jackson Jones, who's, speaking of effective, has been extremely effective since allowing those 2 runs in the first. Misses outside, ball 2 for Mitchell. Jackson Jones, again, has allowed just 1 hit since those 3 in the first inning. Make it 2 hits, a couple of singles. Mitchell takes ball 3 upstairs. He hasn't struck anybody out, but look at this pitch count. 10 in the second, 10 in the third, 11 in the fourth, 10 more in the fifth. Jackson Jones, very effective. Jagger shows strike, pulls back, outside corner, strike 1. Outlaws starting to chatter from their dugout as they need a rally here in the bottom of the 6th. Outlaws need at least 1. Mitchell pops it back over the backstop, and that puts the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom half of the 6th. Torrington leading 4-2 on MyLocalRadio.com. Jagger down the third base line, foul. Caden Riley was right there to make the play had it been fair. So Jagger gets all the way down to first, stops, and walks back. Ryan Fisher on deck. Jagger, part of that those 3 singles in a row, Perriman, Mitchell, and then Fisher in the first inning that put 2 runs on the board, but Evanston has not scored since then, and they trail 4-2. Mitchell with a full count. Jones works quickly, delivers. Mitchell dribbles it down the third baseline, foul again. That's 7 pitches in this at-bat. Count remains full, 3-2. Mitchell, a right-handed hitter. Second on the team in RBIs and second on the team with a plus 400 average. Line drive into left field. This will drop. Lofink is there and picks it up off of 1 hop to throw it in. A leadoff single for Jagger Mitchell. He fouled off 3 that he didn't like real well and then hits that one really well into left field down the line. Brings Ryan Fisher to the plate. Outlaws trailing by 2 and get what they need, the leadoff base hit. So Fisher steps into the right-handed batter's box. Jackson Jones throws right, looks to Mitchell. Jagger inches out and heads for second base. A pitch is way upstairs. Jagger dives in safe, a rolling dive. And Cameron Murphy says, hey, I got him, but it looked to me, and I'm a long ways away, but it did look from here like Jagger got his hand on the bag before the ball got there. So that was ball 1. Jagger steals second. And the Outlaws have a runner in scoring position with Ryan Fisher and a 1-0 count. Fisher waits. Jones delivers. Strike one. That was your pitch. That one right down the middle at the belt. Fisher steps back in and waits. Here's the 1-1. Jones misses inside. Boy. Outlaws in Double-A ball get a lot of folks kind of talk about how quickly the Evanston pitches work. Jackson Jones' pace is about twice what any Evanston pitcher works at. He just, boy, his pacing is super fast. And Fisher takes a timeout to slow things down a little bit. And then Jackson Jones, a quick chat with Gabe Mitchell. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by Superior Rental and the Gun Room, a servicing dealer. You can buy it and have it serviced at the same place. That makes it simple and easy at Superior Rental and the Gun Rooms, 371 Prospector Drive in Evanston. This game for first and second place in the Roy Peck Woodbat Tournament. Fisher waits on the 2-1. Line drive into left field. Lofink coming up, will not get there. Jagger rounds third. We may have a play at home. Lofink throws in, and he is gunned down. What a throw by Blake Lofink. Ryan Fisher over to second base on the throw. Jagger is gunned down. The assist to Blake Lofink. Wow, what a throw. Play of the game for the Torrington Tigers. My goodness. A perfect throw from left field. Guns down Jagger Mitchell. He was hosed. Didn't have a chance.
Number 14, Kendall
And
Cummings.
several points out to left field from Blake Lofink's teammates. They recognize the assist, the dime that was. So the Outlaws with one out, a man back on second base is Ryan Fisher, and Kendall Cummings to the plate. Fouls one off over the first base dugout. Cummings started the game at third base. I think he's since moved to center field. Wow, what a throw by Lofink. That was a laser. Perfect throw right on target. Cummings pops it back again over the backstop, and he finds himself down 0-2 in the count. Brendan Thompson on deck. Outlaws with two outs, a runner in scoring position, trailing by 2. And the umpire needs a couple more baseballs. Outlaws came from behind to beat Torrington yesterday 5-4. They'll have to come from behind if they want to win this one, trailing 4-2. Bottom half of the 6th with one down. Cummings down the line, a third foul. Kendall Cummings 0 for 2 on the day. Comes in hitting .261. Needing a base hit here. Ryan Fisher on second in scoring position with one out. Cummings, a right-handed hitter. Jones delivers with the right hand, and Cummings into the hole left side. That'll get Fisher to third. He's got a green light, and Lofink this time bobbles it, so won't have a chance to try and get another assist, and Fisher scores from second. So Kendall Cummings, the RBI single. He's on first, and the Outlaws have cut it to a one-run ball game, 4-3, with
Number
Brendan
18,
Thompson coming to the
Brendan
plate.
Thompson.
Thompson with a man on first, one down, and the Outlaws trying to rally. Thompson steps in. He's 1 for 2, singled in the second, grounded to the pitcher in the fourth. Takes strike one, outside corner and way down low. Mitchell caught that with his glove in the dirt. No balls, one strike. Cummings a very short lead at first. Thompson right back up the middle, and he rips it through. Cummings stops at second safely. Sherbein got over there in a hurry to pick up the ball. Thompson with the single. That followed Kendall Cummings' RBI single, and the Outlaws have the would-be go-ahead run on first base in Brendan Thompson with Kaysen Smith to the plate. Thompson now 2 for 3 in the ballgame. Kaysen Smith 0 for 2. He's flown out to center and right field. Smith in position to take the loss as the pitcher. But if he can get a base hit here, he'd take that digit away from himself. Chops it, and it bounces back up, hits his arm. Dead ball, and it'll count for strike one. No balls, one strike. The tying run at second for the Evanston Outlaws, Kendall Cummings, here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We started this game at 10 after 5, so we've got about 23 minutes. Up high to Kaysen Smith, ball one. Outlaws showing some life here in the 6th. You can definitely feel the energy and the chatter from the dugout. Certainly part of that. Here's the 1-1 from Jones. Smith, high fly ball, right field. It's shallow right field, so Cummings will not be able to tag. Deegan Keith makes the catch, throws it to shortstop Sam Furmanek between second and third. And that's 2 outs. Opportunity here for Evanston. They've scored 1 run. Jagger Mitchell was gunned down trying to score from second on a single from Ryan Fisher. Blake Lofink, a perfect dime from left field to gun down Mitchell. That was earlier in the inning. And then Cummings singled Fisher home. To the plate, Clayton Moyles. He's 1 for 2. A single in the 5th, flew out to center in the 2nd. High fly ball. This should be a routine play for Nick Sherbein. He comes in, Outlaws running, and Sherbein makes the catch to end the Outlaw threat. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left stranded. Torrington still leads by 1 as we head for the final inning. Top of the 7th coming up. Outlaws down by 1 on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Crafting is really fun. Sometimes a tutorial helps get the project finished just right. TheLittlestWoodShop.com offers tutorials on Facebook to teach you new techniques and fun ideas for crafting. Follow us on Facebook so you're notified each time we post a new tutorial. Plus, get all your supplies for each project at TheLittlestWoodShop.com. We sell individual project supplies, kits for group projects, and we sell bulk wholesale crafting supplies. Visit TheLittlestWoodShop.com today.
A pass to the Evanston Recreation Center gets you so much more than a weight room. A pass also gives you access to the pool, hot tub, steam rooms, cardio room, cycling studio, shooting range, basketball court, and locker rooms with showers. Passes also let you attend drop-in fitness classes at no additional cost, including Zumba, yoga, cycling, water aerobics, and strength training classes. Live your fit life with a pass to the Evanston Recreation Center. Payment plans available. Stop in today.
Casey Perriman back out for what would be a 2nd inning of work. In the 1st inning, he threw 11 pitches. His first 4 was a 4-pitch walk to Nick Sherbein, but then he settled in and retired the next 3 guys on 6 pitches. Or 7 pitches, I guess, if I can do some math. Then either way, was very effective after that 4-pitch walk that he issued to Nick Sherbein. The hitters number 5, 6, 7 due up for the Torrington Tigers. Single A out of the Southeast Conference in Wyoming Legion Baseball. It'll be Gage Correa, Deegan Keith, and then Caden Riley due up. Outlaws, reset the defense for you real quick. Casey Perriman on the mound, Ryan Fisher at the catcher. Gus Allred at first, Brendan Thompson at second. Shortstop is Jagger Mitchell. Kason Smith at third. And left to right is Connor Peterson, Kendall Cummings, and Clayton Moyles. And I just saw the back of the jersey. Connor Peterson is in center. Kendall Peterson.
Batting for Torrington, number 28.
Or Connor Peterson, sorry. Connor Peterson is in center, Kendall Cummings in left. So Perriman delivers and just misses outside. Correa checks his swing, holds it back for ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. Outlaws going to hold Torrington down here to have a chance in the home half of this inning. Ball 2 down in the dirt. Perriman scratches at the dirt in front of the rubber, trying to fix that spot where his foot lands. Get that just how he wants it. 2 balls, no strikes. Casey, the lefty, delivers, and something worked. Oh, no, it was lower outside somewhere. 3 balls, no strikes to Correa. 0 for 3 in the ball game. Reached on an error in the 5th. Struck out swinging in the 1st. Here's the 3-0 outside off the plate. Ball 4. 4 straight balls. That's how Perriman started the 6th inning. A 4-pitch leadoff walk. So that'll bring Deegan Keith to the plate. He's 1 for 2 in the game. Singled and scored in the 2nd. Walked and caught stealing in the 3rd. An RBI ground out in the 5th. Outlaws scored the first 2. Torrington scored the next 4. Outlaws have made it a 1-run game, 4-3. Perriman finds the low end of the strike zone. on first pitch to Keith, strike one. Keith, a right-handed hitter, number 12. Black cleat, steps in, white batting gloves, and waits. Swings and a foul tip into the glove, strike two. Perriman walks back up to the rubber. Big, tall left-hander, Casey Perriman. Outfield playing straight away for the Outlaws. Short lead at first, and a looper into right field. Caught by Thompson, thrown to first, double play. Gage Correa got caught off the bag, and a 4-3 double play. I thought that was going to carry further into right field, but Thompson got over there, caught it right at the fringe of the grass, and Correa was just too far off the bag. He had no chance to get back. So that empties the bases with Caden Riley coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch. Hit the bill of his cap in the fifth. Swings and grounds one to first. Gus Allred makes the play, steps on the bag, and Perriman, a 4-pitch walk in the first. The Outlaws feeling good, feeling some momentum heading their way. They're down one, and they get the Torrington Tigers down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. A 4-3 Tigers lead in the home half of the final inning for the championship of the Roy Peck tournament. Coming up, bottom of the seventh on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
Jackson Jones out for a 7th inning of work. He's at 80 pitches through the first 6. He's allowed 3 runs, 8 Outlaw hits, 3 in the first, 3 in the 6th. The Outlaws have scored in each of those innings where they've gotten more than 1 base hit. Final 3 outs for Evanston, trailing by a run. Connor Peterson, the leadoff man at the plate, takes ball 1 outside. Peterson waits. The right-handed hitter takes strike 1 on the outside corner from Jackson Jones. Jones again working quickly, the 1-1. Peterson chips it back to the screen. Tristan Kingsley in for his defensive effort, I think, at first base. Peterson waits the 1-2 and takes a high fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me, Gus Allred on deck. Peterson waits, 2-2. Outside, just misses low, ball 3. That's a tough one to take for Peterson. From here, that looked like strike 3 to me. Full count. Jones kicks and deals Peterson down the third base line. It gets through past Caden Riley. Couldn't quite backhand it, and Peterson is on with a leadoff single. Outlaws with all the momentum, all the energy right now. We'll see if they can keep it going as Gus Allred steps to the plate. Gus came into this game hitting well above 300.
Number 11, Gus Allred.
Allred, below 300, 273, and he's 0 for 3 in this game. Due for a base hit here. Gus lays down a bunt, first base side, nice bunt. Jackson Jones scoops it up, throws to first, and gets the out, but it does the job. Moves Peterson over to second. So Gus Allred lays down a very nice bunt down the first base line, and that puts Peterson on second with Casey Perriman to the plate. Tying run in scoring position. Perriman singled and scored in the first. Casey, 381 average, takes ball 1 up high. 11 RBIs on the season. in position to tie this thing up. Outlaws down 4-3. Jones kicks and misses outside. Ball 2. Jones is at about almost approaching 90 pitches in this ball game, looking for the complete game. Perriman, high fly ball, left field. Lofink may have a chance to catch this. Down the line in foul territory, makes the catch. That was actually Kingsley making the catch in left field. And 2 outs. Outlaws down to their final out with a man in scoring position. Connor Peterson singled. Gus Allred bunted him over to second. Casey Perriman just flew out to left field in foul territory. The catch was made by the defense. Some drama here for the championship at the Roy Peck tournament. Mitchell, high and inside, almost hits him on the shoulder. Ducks away for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Peterson on second. Jagger waits. Liner or drive, a dribbler down the left side. Foul toward the third base dugout. Mitchell came into the weekend leading the team in RBIs. He's sitting at 12 this season. Jones delivers the 1-1, and that hits Mitchell. So he takes his base. That's the second time today he's been hit by a pitch. So that brings Ryan Fisher to the plate. Fisher, 2 singles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored in this game, and a chance to tie things up. The go-ahead run on first for the Evanston Outlaws.
Number 5,
Fisher.
Ryan Fisher.
Been interesting to see his last time up. He did a little kind of strategy. Jackson Jones wanting to work extremely quickly, and Fisher taking a couple of timeouts to slow that pace down. The pitch from Jones, high and in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. A 4-3 Torrington lead. Outlaws down by 1 in the home half of the 7th. 2 outs. Tying run on second. Fisher takes it high and in, ball 2. Torrington comes into this game, or came in at 4-5. Outlaws at 9-5. Outlaws beat Torrington yesterday 5-4. Fisher waits. Here's the 2-0. Inside corner, strike 1. Fisher didn't like that one, just let it go by. He'll wait for something he likes more. 2 balls, 1 strike. Peterson on second, Mitchell on first. Jones delivers and hits Fisher. Outlaws have loaded the bases. 2 hit batsmen. Peterson to third. Mitchell on second. Fisher on first. And Kendall Cummings to the plate. Cummings singled, an RBI single in the 6th. 0 for 2 prior to that. Popped out to short and flew out to left. We might have a pinch hitter. Coach Chad Thompson comes up and talks with the umpire. Jordan Schneider will hit for Kendall Cummings. A key at bat. Cummings 1 for 3, and Jordan Schneider. An interesting call. We'll see if it pays off. Schneider comes in hitting .318 on the season. Has not played in this second game.
Up to bat for Evanston, number 6.
Kendall Cummings was
Jordan
hitting .261,
Schneider.
so we'll see what Schneider can do. A smaller strike zone as Schneider's a little bit shorter. Bases loaded. Schneider, high fly ball, left field. This may be caught, and Kingsley makes the catch in foul territory. Torrington wins 4-3. 2 catches in left field, foul territory on fly balls by the Outlaws. They had the bases loaded and couldn't come away with the victory. Torrington wins the Roy Peck tournament 2020. Congratulations to the Torrington Tigers. What a game we had this afternoon, and Torrington wins 4-3. We'll be right back with your Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game and the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap and some post-game coverage right after this on a First Bank presentation of Outlaws Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest, so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
When your vehicle needs new tires, any tire store can get you back on the road. But only Plains Tire can get you rolling again with the peace of mind that you were treated well, paid a fair price, and that you'll be taken care of for the life of the tire. At Plains Tire, trained tire technicians mount and expertly balance your new tires, replace the valve stems, and hand check each lug nut to make sure it's all tight and secure. Plus, you'll get lifetime alignment checks and tire rotations only at Plains Tire, 157 Bear River Drive, Evanston. Visit plainstire.com. Post-game, Torrington with the win 4-3. Yeah, Jackson Jones goes the complete 7 innings. Didn't strike out anybody, didn't walk anybody. He hit 3, but earns the win in a complete game, 7 innings pitched. So I'll tell you more about it right now on the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, 113 Front Street in Evanston. As the final game of the Roy Peck tournament has gone final, Jimmy John's where fresh and fast meet. The Outlaws scored 2 runs in the first inning. They had 2 outs. Casey Perriman came to the plate, singled. Then Jagger Mitchell singled. Then Ryan Fisher singled those 2 home, and Evanston led 2-0. But they could not muster any more runs for quite a while. And in the span of the next 7 or 6 innings, Torrington scored a run in the second, another in the third. Went scoreless in the fourth, but scored 2 more in the fifth to make it a 4-1 ball game. Outlaws came alive in the sixth, scored a run to make it a 1-run ball game, and then had something going in the seventh when Connor Peterson singled. Gus Allred sacrificed him over to second with a bunt. Perriman flew out to left field. Mitchell and Fisher then were hit by pitches to load the bases. Jordan Schneider came in to pinch hit and flew out to left to end the ball game. So the Torrington Tigers win 4-3 and take the tournament title here at Roy Peck Tournament in Riverton. Outlaws finished the weekend at 9-6 overall, and Jackson Jones the complete game win for the Torrington Tigers. That's your final score, 4-3 on the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Gourmet sandwiches fresh and fast every day at Jimmy John's, 113 Front Street in Evanston. Stay tuned. We'll be back with your McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play of the Game and some final stats after this on a First Bank presentation of Evanston Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit scenic Idaho.
Outlaws 9 hits, but managed just 3 runs in the ball game. All singles, no extra base hits for Evanston, and 9 runners on the base paths were stranded. Most glaringly, had the bases loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th and stranded all 3 of those guys. A 4-3 loss. Torrington Tigers, congratulations to those boys. That'll be a happy bus ride back to the southeast corner of the state as they win the Roy Peck tournament. Single A Southeast team. Lost to Evanston 5-4 yesterday, beat Evanston today 4-3. Time for your McKay Frankum Dental Services precision play of the game. Dr. McKay Frankum at 170 Arrowhead Drive, number 1. Dental care at reasonable rates for the whole family. And I think the precision, we got a couple of candidates. Obviously, that Connor Peterson single to lead off the 7th and keep the rally hopes alive. RBI single by Kendall Cummings in the 6th that brought Evanston to within 1. Ryan Fisher, maybe that as well. I think we're going to go with Kendall Cummings' RBI single in the 6th inning. Outlaws were down 4-2, and that single by Cummings kind of got things going for them, got the hopes alive, shifted the momentum a bit. Now, it didn't pay off in the terms of getting a win, but certainly gave the Outlaws some momentum going forward through that 6th and 7th innings. So that's your McKay Frankum Dental Services precision play of the game, the RBI single by Kendall Cummings in the 6th. Some final stats for you here on the post-game show. Connor Peterson goes 1 for 4. Gus Allred 0 for 3 with that sac bunt in the 7th. Perriman goes 1 for 4, the single and a run scored in the 1st. Jagger Mitchell 2 for 2, hit by a pitch twice, singled twice, and scored in the 1st. Ryan Fisher 2 for 3 with a run scored, 2 RBIs. Kendall Cummings goes 1 for 3 with an RBI. Jordan Schneider 0 for 1. Brendan Thompson 2 for 3, a pair of singles. Kason Smith 0 for 3, and Clayton Moyles goes 1 for 3. Losing pitcher in today's game, Outlaws Kason Smith, the winning pitcher. Jackson Jones, let me give you his stat line because it was very, very solid today. 7 innings pitched, allowed 9 Outlaw hits, 3 runs allowed, all 3 of them earned. Didn't walk anybody. How's that for some control? Struck out none, but how effective was he? Hit 3, has defense backed him up well. They did not commit any errors, and Jackson Jones earns the win. Outlaws committed 5 errors in this game, held Torrington to just 3 base hits, but Torrington, the 4 runs, was enough for the win. That's your final. Outlaws will be back in action on Tuesday in a doubleheader, a non-conference doubleheader at Rock Springs, 5:30 and 7:30. We'll have those games on mylocalradio.com, and also you can listen live on K9 99.1 FM, The Big Dog. Boy, it's been a pleasure here in Riverton this weekend, dealing with some cold temperatures, some thunderstorms and more, but some great baseball this weekend. Outlaws finish out 2nd place at the Roy Peck Woodbat Tournament in Riverton. Congratulations again out to the Torrington Tigers, who win the tournament title. I guess that'll do it until Tuesday night. I thank you for tuning in to Evanston Outlaws baseball. Thanks for Val Cook being back in the studio yesterday, and looking forward to more Outlaws baseball this coming Tuesday. Tuesday evening, we'll have the games right here on My Local Radio, and you can also listen live on K9. All right, that'll do it for us from here in Riverton. Until next time, go Evanston Outlaws.
You've been tuned into Evanston Outlaw Baseball on the Big Dog 99.1 KNYN with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these supporting businesses and individuals: Auto Farm Chevrolet, First Bank of Evanston, Dr. McKay Frankum, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Arrowhead Dental, Plains Tire, the Come On In of Casper, the Littlest Wood Shop, Evanston Recreation Center, the Legal Tender Restaurant in Best Western Dunmar Inn, West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Uinta County School District No. 1, Ellingford Brothers, Bear River Dental of Evanston and Black's Fork Dental of Mountain View, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Mountain West Business Solutions, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Cash Honda Yamaha, and by Dr. Todd Hoover Chiropractic. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We want to thank Office Manager Kayleen Anderson, our Sales Manager Julie Burley, along with Evanston's Elin Olive and Bridger Valley's Jake Hibbard, Rich Rich County's Ryan Steineckert and production assistant Alyssa McDaniel. But the biggest thanks of all is to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and like My Local Radio on Facebook to stay up to date with the game broadcasts. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Evanston Outlaws Baseball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.